up, YouTubers? Part 2 of Fell on Black Days, as requested by you guys. Let's zoom in and get straight into it. Okay, so thus far, this is what we have. So we've got that nice section, which is the intro, which is also the verse as well. And then we've got kind of this little turnaround section. Okay, so in the chorus, it's kind of got this, how could I know? Okay, so, all right, so far we've got so hopefully you've learned that from part 1. If you haven't, check out the link below. So now we want how could I know, how could I know that this could be my fail? So it's kind of very similar to the intro, which is also the verses, right? So we've got, and then so we're kind of just adding like a couple of bar chords, power chords rather, into that verse section. Okay, so you can start off there. How would I know? So that's going to be, it's basically a D power chord. 5th fret on the A string, 7th fret on the D string. Only play the strings that you've got your fingers on. So that slides up 2 to 7 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 1. And then we're back into the normal riff, okay? How would I know? So then the next time it's just normal, right? So we go, how would I know? And then you just do 1 there on the end and then go straight back to so let me play it around a couple of times so you can get used to it, because it's kind of a little bit tricky when you're playing along with the track. So 2, 3, and actually we'll go from here. How would I know? Okay, 2, 3, and okay, let me do it one more time slow. And so on. Okay, and then we're into this next section, and it kind of goes in 3 rounds. So the first round is going to be the second round is going to be exactly the same. The third round it changes up. And then so on, okay? So first of all, he's playing, these are like octaves, okay? Well, they are octaves, they're not like octaves. So the first finger, the first one's B, so the first finger is going to be on the 7th fret on the bottom E string. Then the third finger is going to jump over that string and land on the D string in the 9th fret. Okay, and what I'm doing with my first finger, I'm just touching over on this A string so it mutes, and it'll sound like this. Okay, but when we play it as a chord, so he's kind of going down, up, then the whole shape moves over one, so now my finger's still on the 7th fret but on the A string, jumping over the D string, and my third finger's on the G in the 9th. Then slide that position to 11 and then 12. Okay, and these are still the same. It's kind of like a power chord, but skipping a string so they become octaves. Okay? Down, up, down, down, down. Sorry, down, up, down, 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 down. And that down, up, down, I'm kind of doing a little rhythm clap. That's probably more like what happens. It's just because it's on the acoustic, that's all. So you probably hear a couple more strums in there than what I'm doing. But that's going to work for now, okay? Then we've got this kind of... So Chris Cornell, if you watch him, there's a few videos of him playing this acoustically. He goes... Okay, he stays all on that G string, and he's playing the D string at the same time. What I've done, I've adapted it so you don't have to come out of position. So you're just playing that B string. Okay, let me talk you through the notes. So it's going to start off 14 on the G string. This is all on the G string for now. So 14 is, you're just going to put your finger there. You're going to get it ready, and then it's going to be 16 and 17. So 16, 17. It's going to be hammer on, pull off, and then pull off to 14. So slowly, just the notes. Okay, if I pluck them, it's going to sound. Okay, hammer on, pull off, and then plucked. So you want to try and get that hitting the D string at the same time. So the two middle strings, and then I'm going to go in 16, 17. So super slow. Da 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 da. And then you can go there. And now I'm playing the B string on the 15th. What Chris Cornell does. Okay, or so slowly. Even slower. And then with the D note ringing out. All together, so. Happens again. Now the third time, this happens. Sorry. So we'll learn this in sections, okay? So the first bit, and then it goes again. So that's the first bit. Then that's the second bit, so it finishes on the 16th. Then the third bit okay, so the last one all together. And straight back into that, right? So that's kind of the fiddliest bit. And so on, okay? Then we've got this, sorry. And we've got kind of a crazy guitar solo over there. Now I'm not going to show you the exact solo because I haven't got a clue what he's doing. There's a lot of stuff going on. I guess if I sat down and worked out the notes note for note, yeah, I could work it out, but it sounds more to me like unrehearsed, you know? So he uses the B minor pentatonic and the E minor pentatonic. And, you know, it's kind of, it sounds mostly improvised, and then kind of at the end, there's definitely some reoccurring licks, if you like, okay? So I've got the little looper set up here, and I'll just show you what I'm doing to improvise over the top. 2, 3, and... 2, 3, and... Okay, so I've got that going on. So yeah, I'm just kind of going through the positions, nothing in particular. It's kind of got a lot of that going on, yeah. So obviously it's over the top of this. That we did in the other video, and you know, it's the kind of turnaround that Chris Cornell does. So so it's that kind of position going on, okay? So 7 and 10, or however you want to pick it, and I often do hammer-ons pull-off, and just go over a string, 7 and 10 again, then 7 and 9. So bending on the acoustic isn't really the best. So I tend to just run up. So it'll go 9, 10, back to 9, and down to 7. Yeah? No, I'm just bending that up. Top E, up to 12, 10 to 12. Okay, and kind of this... you can really like hear the blues in it when you pull it out from the track. So I'm just there, I'm just doing this is totally improvised, by the way, guys, okay? That's 8, and I'm doing 9 on the D string, so 8 on the G, and just going back and forth between them, and then finish on a 9 on the G. So you can mess around with that, okay? Down here I was doing that, and I think it's something. You could do it there again. It might be easier to bend down here. So I'm B string, bending the 5th. Then I'm catching the 5th on the top E with my pinky. Alright, and then I'm just doing this hammer-on pull-off thing. 3 to 5. Then that's 2 to 4 on the G string. I'm just going through the pentatonic positions, okay? So that would be position 2 in the key of E minor. Alright, you know, so I don't want to get too technical with it, but that's kind of the positions to mess around with. If you know, like the sliding position, I've done another video on it. You can kind of mess around with it, okay? So that's like kind of what's going on in the solo. The only thing left really is kind of this end section. Chris Cornell doesn't do it when he plays the acoustic. He just plays the normal chorus for when he's singing Fell on Black Days. But on the record, on the original recording, something else happens. There's lots of layers of guitars, but it's kind of this cool octave thing I picked out. And then he goes up to 12. I'll try that again. And then I fell on black days. So it's kind of got that going on in the background with all these layers, but it still works with the normal. It still works with the normal verse, but I'll show you that anyway. So, and because it's like sliding, rather than me doing it, you know, it's kind of cool to slide it from here. So I'm just playing the 2nd fret on the A string and then doing the octave. So my 3rd finger's on the 4th fret on the G. Then I'm sliding that up to the 7th fret. So 7, 9, 10 is the first round. I'm kind of doing down, 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 down. And then the second time round is 2 again. Slide up to 7, 9, then 12. So there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please don't forget you can find part 1 if you look down below in the links. I do these lessons every week. Please give me the thumbs up. It really helps for my ranking. I just want to say thank you very much for all your support, guys, and I love all your feedback, all right? And I love hearing from you guys and what you're doing. Don't forget you can find me on Instagram as well. You can hook me up there if you like. And I'm on Facebook and all that kind of stuff. So please let me know how you're getting on, and I'll see you again the same time next week.